Hi, my name is Thuso Mogotsi. I'm from the Northwest. The farm name is Healthy Life for Achievers, and next to me is my mother, Lousia Maloka Mogotsi, and we work together.
Yes, like Thuso said, our farm is situated in Moinui, which will be in the Brits area, more between Brits and Rustenburg. We have been on the farm for almost 10 years now. We are working very nicely together. We are sharing ideas, although the intention now is for me to scale down and like retire for real and let Thuso take over and carry on with the running of the farm.
It is one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to. At the beginning, I wasn't a fan, but I've grown to actually love the industry, and I can't see myself anywhere else but in the citrus game. So at the beginning, I remember when my mom told me that she had acquired a farm, I was like, okay, that I'm not doing that. But 2 years down the line, I just decided that I'm going to leave whatever I'm doing and I'm going to go home and make this work. And first day moving in, I thought, what have I gotten myself into? But as time went by, I started learning. I think the tractor excited me most, but then came fertilizing, came everything in between. And it's a beautiful challenge. And to see yourself grow something from nothing to absolutely something that could put food on the table and everything in between is a beautiful experience. So it really gets me excited.
Yes, we do come from an era that when you had land, it was just a small piece. And growing up, I never thought of farming. I'm a social worker by profession, and after I had too much of other people's problems and felt that I'm not coping, by mistake I was in the street where there is the Office of Land and Rural Development, and I just parked and said, I need a farm, but nobody asked what farm, and I'm wondering up to today nobody asked what farm. Okay, you need a farm, come back, bring your ID, bring wara. And then I left, and then sort of I forgot about it. At some other time I said, oh, those people said I should come back. Then I put everything together as they requested. I went back, and then we started the application. Still no mention of what farm. And then I was called for an interview. Then I went and I said, what are these people going to say to me? I said, but I'm a social worker, I can talk. Whatever they say, I'll respond. Interview went, and then I think about 3 months went past. One day I was called to say, we're picking you up, we're going to show you your farm. Wow. And then we went to this farm, and when we got there, the farm was neglected. It's a citrus farm. It looks like firewood. There is fruit somewhere. And I said, really, do I still have time to change my mind? And the thing was so huge. They said, how do people manage? What's happening? How am I going to do this? And then I started talking to the workers to say, this Mlungu is going away. Stay behind and stay with me. Because the idea was to learn from them. I wouldn't know even where to start. But fast forward, I loved the experience. Waking up in the morning and, breathing the fresh air, touching the soil, seeing things growing. Others are dying, of course, but getting to know the industry, having all this support from the CGA and GDC, all this training, now today I'm talking like a master. The only thing is, it was the old farm. It was with the previous owner for many generations. So as you can imagine, the trees were very, very, very old, very outdated cultivars. And as I learn and as I try to make the farm work, I could see the two are not coming together. Then started applying for funding to say, let's get funding and redo the farm, bring in new cultivars and prepare the farm for export. So I'm proud to say we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah. Things are happening. The farm is getting to be our farm. after the choices that we have made, after the decisions that we have made, it's becoming our farm now. Patience is the thing, and I must say, I have a weakness. I'm this person that wants results now. If I feel like I want to do this, I want to do it now, and I don't understand why should I wait for 2 more hours. And that is where we have a big clash with the government to say they can postpone and postpone and postpone. And even today, when I sit and say, had somebody listened to me from day one, I would be having a lot of money now. For me, time is of essence. And also one has got to have faith in God to say, I'm putting this seed in here. I know God will take care of it. He will bring his rain. He will bring his sun. He will bring his whatever temperature. And this thing will grow, bear fruit. When you give this fruit to other people, you know, you see the happiness, you see the gratitude. That for me is a big thing.
So like she said, when we got to the farm, there was a lot of old trees. So at the beginning, we were just taking care of these trees for the sole purpose of juice. But as time went by, like now, I can say that we are expecting our new trees next year in September. So we're replanting. So yeah, right now, a lot of our trees are down. We have a few more. We planted lemons in 2019, I think, and 2022. So they are coming okay. We're trying to get them to a standard that we are happy and eventually also just export. So yes, as time goes by, there is improvement. Because now we don't have trees and we're still awaiting, we're trying other things so long while we're waiting for the trees, just to push the cash flow and everything. But it is going to be, very soon it's going to be great.
It was quite a giant leap. A social worker doesn't talk money. When you come to money, I don't even know what to say. And when I have to put a price to something, I'm mindful of the person that I'm selling to say it should be affordable, therefore shortchanging myself. But we are capacitating ourselves. We are taking courses like with Sage and them, you know, where we talk about pricing, where we talk about human resources, where we talk about the legal side of things, what makes a business viable. And also CGA is helping us a lot in the marketing of things so that we know there are open windows for exports here, and then you can, you know, talk about euros, talk about dollars, talk about pounds. This will be here, so there is a lot of support in that field. Finances and entrepreneurship was not in my vocabulary, but I'm getting there.
With my mother, at the beginning, like I said, I was quite resistant to farming because I was a guy from the town and I just wanted to paint the town red. But as time goes by, I've come to really appreciate the pathway she's also set for me and all the doors she's able to open for me to take this and make it an even greater thing.
I'm happy. I was very worried in the beginning when he didn't show interest, and I was wondering, and I kept on saying to myself, at this age, I can easily go to an old age home. They will give me 3 meals per day. I will spend the rest of my lives there. But he is my son. I want to leave him somewhere. And I wanted him to have this interest. And I kept on praying to God that make him see this thing for what it is. And just one day, miracle happened. He said, send me your truck. I'm moving from town. You're moving to where? He said, I'm coming to the farm. You? Yes. Oh, then the truck went. Then we closed the townhouse and then we moved to the farm. And the rest is history. We are working very well together. He compliments me. The workload is easier also for me.
In the beginning, I would really go to the farm on a Saturday just for the peace. And I think that's where the seed started to say, but no, this is a peaceful place. You can do whatever you like to do, and put everything into perspective and actually have time to think. So as time went by, I just thought there's no way. There's a business at home and I can't work under someone else and make them money while my mother's alone trying to make this thing work. So let me go and support her. And yeah, here we are almost 10 years later. For me, the best part would definitely be harvest season. I am in love with harvest season. I enjoy the actual farm work. I just don't like the paperwork side of things. But I really enjoy the tractor, the truck, everything that has to do with the final result is, for me, that's when you actually see what you've worked for a year straight. And like I said, the first part for me would definitely be the paperwork. I don't like paperwork.
And you, what's...
Yeah, the farming itself for me is therapeutic, and it opens up your mind to say, you have this fruit, you can eat this fruit as is, but what else can you get from here? We can do agro-processing, we can do medication, we can do cosmetics, and I've just developed this idea now that I would love, before I retire, to have a small distiller on the farm and distill our juice, our gin from citrus, and then it has both our faces and it's mom and son. Gin something, Thuso, Lousia, gin something, just something. Even if we can do, the little miniature ones for friends, for what, if we can, we could definitely go big and sell and what, but one day at a time, we'll see how far we can get. And it's an idea. If I can manage to do the miniatures, he has a chance now to say, we have managed this, he can go bigger when I can't anymore.